physician's assistant or something, because he needed to get a prescription for like an air condenser so he can walk around without having to carry around like the fucking oxygen machine, right?
Oh Jesus, that sounds bad.
Which is what I've had to do for him as well. Like that's why I had to go with him, is to make sure I could do all that. And so anyway, we did all that on Monday. Is he okay? I'm gonna find like probably yes. That's you know I'll begin with
Probably. So maybe not.
that. Probably yes. He is in surgery as far as I know, either right now or he's going to be in surgery very soon, right? It's happening
Oh
this
boy.
morning, this afternoon, and so that's what.
Surgery at his father's age, that's bad. His father's in his 70s when I remember correctly. So yeah, that's really bad. You don't want to go to surgery at that old. My mother had my mother's around the same age, and she had surgery a couple of weeks ago, and well, yeah, now she something her knee. I think she got something replaced in her knee, and yeah, she has problems walking. I mean, she had problems walking before, but you know, hopefully that will get better with physiotherapy, but we will see.
It's going to be. And so it's not super complicated, but yeah, that's currently what's happening right now. And so yeah, that's happening. And so let's go ahead and let's see how we get there. And so this is what happened. This is why I was gone. So he tells the doctor or the woman there that you know he his shit was like a really bright color, like not dark at all. And she says, well, that doesn't sound good. I'm going to have you do a couple of extra labs and things like that in order to make sure that everything's working okay. And so anyway,
Everything is not working okay. Because that's not how your shit should look.
anybody who knows anything, that's not good. No, it turns out it wasn't. And so we do the labs. I get home and you know, like, I'm like, all right, well, I'll see you later. I mean, I got home, like my day, whenever I take a day off, it's not a day off. Like I'm infinitely more busy than my days streaming. Like today is my day off. And so anyway, all that happened. And so that's bad, actually, yes. And so basically, we're at the lab, and I take him home, and that's it, and that's all it is. So I'm like, all right, well, everything's all's well that ends well, right? I'm like, okay, things are fine. So the night before last, like, I guess, so not like last night, but the night before last night, I download Donkey Kong because like the new game came out, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna play this new game tomorrow. And I told my dad, I'm like, I'm gonna be busy pretty much all tomorrow because I want to play this game, and I'll probably be over like late at night, right? And so this is what happened. Liver issues can cause this. Well, we're getting to that. And so my dad calls me in the morning, and he says, this is like, he calls me like 12:20, and he's like, hey. And I'm like, what's up? He's like, I don't want you to freak out because you always fucking freak out. Imagine how I feel. But the doctor called and they said I have acute liver failure. And I said, what the fuck? And he said,
shit.
yep. And he's like, I'm like, I go to him, I ask him, I say, well, are you cooked? He's like, he's like, what do you mean by that? Am I dead? I'm like, yeah, are you dead? He's like, I don't know, let's find out. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, all right, so
Just guys being dudes. That's basically what's happening here. Guys being dudes. Oh yeah, I might be dead. We will see. Yeah, gotta get to the doctor. Let's see what he says. This is typical man behavior.
I go and I drive down there. No, like, because I didn't know what to say. I was just like, wait, what? What the fuck? And he's like, yeah, I don't know. And so I'm like, okay, fine. And so I immediately get up and I drive over to his house and we take him, because they told him, they said, you know, like, basically, the level that he was at, it was like 120 or something like that. That's where you're supposed to be. And he was at like 2,000. So like that's a little bit
Oh,
higher than average. So they said like,
Jesus Christ. More than 10 times. Wow. That's over 20 times. Jesus. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah, I would assume that's bad. I would say so, yeah.
hey, listen, man, you've got to go down to the emergency room because your shit's fucked, right? And so I basically come over and, obviously, like very rarely, but, it was a bit emotional because, like, I didn't know what was going to happen. I had no idea what was going to happen. And, fuck, I mean, like, because he tell me, like, he's like, he thought, he said, well, drinking Jim Beam, a bottle of Jim Beam every night, I knew that would catch up to me. And I'm like, well, we'll see what happens. And so basically, we go to the emergency room. It's cold as fuck. This is yesterday, right? And every night, yeah, well, not every night. I mean, sometimes he'd drink more than that, probably. But yeah, in a general sense, that's about right. And every night, yeah, it wouldn't help. Well, here's the ironic thing. It had nothing to do with it.
Of course not.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. Him doing that for 40 years didn't have anything to do with it.
Of course not.
Yeah. And so anyway, we go to the emergency room and they run tests, and obviously, like at this point, they're like, yeah, he's getting admitted for sure as soon as they saw his lab work. And so they do an ultrasound, and he comes back out of the ultrasound, and he's like, yep, gallbladder's full of rocks. And I'm like, well, are they gonna get the rocks out? He says I think, right? I'm not sure, right? But like that's basically it. And so apparently there was a gallbladder stone that had been obstructing his liver. And
Oh boy. This is horrible. Oh, I you might not maybe you can see it, but I'm kind of cringing like, oh, this is bad. This is really bad. Like, oh my God. If it's just, well, it's full of, when you say full of stone, is it just one big one or multiple? I, my immediate reaction was it's multiples. But now, after they said one big one, it might be only one big one. I don't know.
And because of that, it caused his what do you call it? It caused his liver to overfunction, and so that's
Yeah.
really kind of what happened. And smoked for 80 years. Yeah, exactly. That's not the worst. Then so right now they're removing that. He's not sure. Like I don't think they're even sure right now if they're gonna have to remove just the obstruction or the entire gallbladder.
Oh.
Obviously, like he was lamenting. We were sitting in the fucking the room, lamenting like, "Whoa, man, are we gonna be able to get hamburgers anymore?" this is I'm like, yeah, it says on the internet that you can't eat pizza. He's like, ah, fuck. And I'm like, guess what it says? Yeah, get ready for this one. He says, what? I'm like, ice cream. He says, ah, fuck. And I'm like, yeah, so he's pissed off. Yeah, the important questions. And so no pizza. Now he can eat.
But that's typical man behavior. It's so typical for men. We are all the same. We are dying. We might get saved. Okay, when I get saved, how does my life look like? Oh shit, better die. That stuff is so man-coded. It's great.
Eat a little bit of it, so we'll see what happens, right? And so he's sitting in the emergency room, and he's like, well, all those people that said that you killed your mom, now they can say that you killed me too. And I'm like, yeah, maybe, but hopefully not yet.
This is so good. This is so good. This is so great. I love. Oh, this is the funniest shit ever. Oh, this is amazing.
And I'm just like, okay, that's great. And so anyway, Jesus Christ. And so that was pretty much my day yesterday, and I was with him until like 7 or 8 in the morning. And yeah, I was not in the morning, sorry, at night. And then I went home, I went back to his house. I did some shit at his house. I'm trying to like all the photos that we have. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be real. Like this is just like honest, just like this is me. This shit scared the fuck out of me, man. Like I was actually scared. It's the first time I thought in a long time he was gonna be dead. Right, ever since like the fourth pneumonia 2 years ago, I thought he was. I thought he was dead. I'm gonna be totally fucking
Yeah,
honest, right? And so like that was
I know that feeling from my grandma. I was expecting her to die for 20 years. Each summer I was like, yep, she won't make it because her health was bad and the heat, the massive heat. Like you, for the people who don't know, summer in Germany in the past, well, not the past 2 years, but before that, um, for about 30 years, the summers in Germany were like Texas, same temperatures, exactly the same, and not a lot of rain, at least not in the summer. It was really, really hot. Now, the last 2 summers were really, really cold and wet. This summer is turning very wet and not very warm, or at least not hot. We have some hot days, but not that much. And yeah, I know that. I know that. Yeah, that. I know that feeling. 100%. Feels bad. Feels really bad.
it done like acute liver failure, like, and also like, by the way, we're not out of the woods, right? I mean, shit could still go wrong, but at the same time, it looks like, you know, the prognosis is relatively optimistic. I would say it is optimistic. And so scary shit, exactly. So like that scared the fucking shit out of me. And it didn't even really like, I like, scared is like the secondary emotion. Guilt actually was the primary emotion, which, you guys know me, that's a very, very rare thing to hear. And the reason
Yeah.
why is like my dad had asked me, you know, multiple times, like over the years, to like kind of get a lot of the photos and everything that we've had, you know, his family photos, like get them all digitized so he can like organize them and plan all that out. And so I felt really guilty because I thought to myself, the first thing I thought of, I said, I never did that, right? I hadn't done it. Well, I had done a little bit of it, but like not enough. And so like last night I was at my dad's house probably till almost midnight, just getting all that done. I'm gonna hopefully get all of it done, you know, as like kind of a present for him whenever he hopefully whenever he gets back, right? And so that's the plan. Do it then, yeah. And so that's what I was doing.
Yeah, that sounds nice. You know, a nice thing to do for your father or anyone actually. Yeah, that sounds nice. You know, when he comes out of the hospital, here, all done.
And so that's really it. And why did they not find this on his last visit? It seems like they did not do a good job this time. No, no, it's because like basically, I don't like. I mean, I'm not a fucking doctor, right? I have no idea, but I think that like a gallbladder stone like dislodged or came down, and it began obstructing his liver. And ironically, he found this out when he was eating liver because he was like he ate like fried liver, and he said it made him sick. And so and that's kind of what would happen. The doctors wouldn't have missed it. Well, I'm not really sure, right? But like that's kind of what happened. And it's rapid onset. Well, I have no idea, right? How much are the medical bills? I have no idea at all. I have no clue what.
Yeah, and he also doesn't care. To be fair, Asmongold doesn't have to care about the medical bills because he rich as fuck, you know. So he doesn't need to care. That's why he doesn't.
One bit. And so yeah, that's it. That I might explain if he complains about real bad heartburn. No, he had no other symptoms. He has no other symptoms at all except for he had like a little. He was like not really like super. Actually, I think maybe he did say he had heartburn. I don't remember actually. Like I'm not really the doctor, and so yeah, that was it. And gallstones are often asymptomatic. They could have easily missed it. Yeah, yeah, definitely. And so yeah,
Yeah, they are asymptomatic if until something happens. Like in this case, they can be there and don't do anything bad. They are just there. And then they get loose, and then things happen. That yeah, yeah, a lot of things that work like that. It's That's not surprising at all.
liver can cause vitamin A toxicity. Yeah, well, they're trying to fix it. They're getting it done right now, and so that's pretty much what's going to happen. And most are going to remove the gallbladder. This happens in one day. Yeah, no, I know. I'm not like my stress levels right. Like, just so you guys know, like kind of the way that like my brain works and like the way that I think, is that I usually like my stress like I whenever I'm in a stressful situation, I can act with like complete precision, but then after it, I collapse. Like
Yeah.
I'm fine doing it, and like I'm still in that adrenaline stress mode right now, so I'm locked in. But the moment like this is finished, like I'm just fucking like I'm out of it. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it. Aftershock, yeah, exactly. And so that was that. Yeah, toggle composure, exactly. And so I just try to lock in, and that's what I did yesterday, etc. And so I'm still
Yeah, I'm the same. I deal with shit and I deal with it and I deal with it until physically collapse. I get physically ill. I'm the same. I just push myself to the maximum I can go to, and then my body says, "Oh, fuck you," and then I get fucked up.
kind of in that mode today myself, and so yeah. It's dark humor. I'm saying that. Oh, I mean, like he's made. Look, the kind of jokes that he makes about stuff is just like if you think I'm bad. Oh my! There's a reason why every time he calls on the phone, I'm like, I'm ready, bro. Like I'm ready for that shit, because like the kind of shit that he said Tanky at IRL. Do you remember one time he said that a homeless kid, couldn't even buy a pair of shoes to take the laces to hang himself with?
That's funny.
Who says this? Who says this? And so anyway, like Jesus Christ, yeah, what is this? And it's just a conversation. And so anyway, very stressful. Sorry you're going through it. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is, and that's life, right? And so
Yeah.
that's why I wasn't on yesterday, and that's why I wasn't on the day before. And like he and I, like our outlook on it is that we really feel like we got incredibly lucky with this situation. And the reason why I say that is because basically, like we just happened to get that test the day before. And like there were like three things that just happened to happen. Like even us getting the appointment the day before yesterday was like kind of an oddity, because like somebody had to take an extra shift to make sure that he got that appointment. So like there were like three stars that aligned that made sure that we caught this as early as possible.
Yep. Sometimes you are really lucky. Sometimes you are not. Like, I am with my neck injury. Let's not talk about that right now.
Because like as far as we know, like we had no idea this was even a thing, right? We didn't even know. And so yeah, that's what it was. And so that's pretty much that's what happened. And yeah, that's pretty much how we feel. And yeah, does he go to the VA? Yeah, he said he wants to go to the VA, not because he needs the money, but because he wants to fuck them out of the money.
And yeah, fuck those people.
That's his plan. It's not about the money, it's about sending a message. And so that's currently what his plan is. So yeah, he's gonna try to get involved with maybe, I don't know, he said like Disabled Veterans America or something like that, and really try to make sure that he's locked into some stuff. And that's it. Do you think prayers are working? I mean, I'll tell you guys this. Like it's a fuck. Like I'll say this: it don't hurt. It don't hurt, and he appreciates everybody that's positive, right? Because I'll show him positive messages, etc. Like if I see him, and so yeah, like I mean, absolutely, he appreciates it. I mean, I don't know if prayers. I pray for my mom all the time. I don't even believe in God, but I figure if it's a 1% chance, how many 1% mounts do I have, right? And so, like, yeah, I do the same thing. Like, maybe it's stupid, but, you know, like, I guess I'm stupid. And so that's the way I feel. And your mom was religious. Is your dad? Nah, he's like vaguely spiritual, but like not really. So yeah, that's basically it. And what ward he serving? He was in Vietnam. And so yeah. And are you okay with physical get well cards, the PO box? No, no, that's okay. That's totally all right. I appreciate the good faith and everything, but no, that's totally all right. And really, and so yeah, that's pretty much where things stand right now.
And you know, people hate Asmongold in his community. People are so wholesome, right? And people hate that. Hate these people. You know who the bad people are if you look into it. And you know, don't even need to look deep into it.
And you know, obviously, like I've just been so tired dealing with everything. It's been insane. And so my day has been fucking just totally just fried. And so that's it. And so that was a little weird for me to watch your stream and feel connection, but I'm not a connection kind of person. Wish you the best. No, yeah, I understand. I mean, like it's yeah, it's a lot. And so and prayers to your dad. Hope everything works out for you. I mean, yeah. Did he ever talk about Vietnam? Yeah, he talks about it for about 3 hours a day. Yeah, about somewhere around there. And that's it. Glad for the awareness, 1% chances and below. Yeah, no, I think so. You know, like we got really lucky the fact that we caught this early and everything, and I was really happy about that and very glad and lucky. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. And man, yeah, I had a crazy fucking day yesterday. Like you know, like I tried not to, you know, fucking doom and gloom it and stress it out, but like, man, that shit really bothered me. And yeah, that's it. And I don't really know what else to say. I mean, fuck, like that's been pretty much where I'm at. And yeah, and I'll read a few comments and read a few questions and etc. My life is also falling apart, but seeing you handle problems is how I want to be helping. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I mean, like I try to do, like, the thing is that I mean, like I have family members, and you know they reached out, talked to them yesterday, and you know like everything, but it was really you know, like I'm pretty much, you know, like I don't have any family here in Texas, at least, right? And so it's hard dealing with everything myself, right? And then I also try to stream every day too, and that's on top of like any other obligations I have. And so it's really a lot for me to do. But at the end of the day, that's just that's life, right? And that's just the way it is. And so yeah, there you go. You don't share any personal stuff with us. I'm sure a lot of folks get it. Well, I figured I'd just tell the story. I thought it was an interesting story, number one, and you know, number two, you know, fucking, I thought it was kind of funny, right? Some parts of it are funny. So there it is, and we'll see what happens, man. And yeah, and it's definitely overwhelming to have to deal with all of it. Yeah, I try my best, and
Oh yeah, shit like this is of course overwhelming. You know, if a person, you know, that you're close to is, you know, sick, of course it gets to you. That's normal. It's the way you deal with it that's important. And I think he deals well with it, at least at this point. Back in the day, not so much. But now, yeah, it looks good.
you know, obviously, like everybody makes mistakes, but I try to make as few as possible. That's really the way I try to look at it and see it myself. And yeah, you have to stream every day. Eventually, you come back. No, I know. I don't have to stream every day. I'm fully aware of that. I don't really. The reason I like streaming, and I enjoy it, and you know, it's something that I do just for a distraction. And so, like, I don't have a problem with streaming at all. But basically, I just wanted to let you guys know, pretty much, like that's what's going on. That's it. And yeah, and I'll have to go. Yeah. Persevered through a lot of crazy shit. I admire the strength. It takes a lot. Anybody can persevere through what I've persevered through. All they have to do is be put through it. The reality is that people overcome insurmountable odds and terrible things all the time.
Yes.
And the reality is that whenever they're put in front of it, you just have to live through it.
Yes.
Like, that's it. I mean, there's no like fucking magic gene of tenacity. The fact is that you just deal with what life puts in front of you.
Yes.
That's it.
He's 100% right. You go through it. You know, shit happens. You go through it. No matter what it takes, you just go through it. And then you are hopefully not worse off after it. That should be the goal, not being worse off after the shit is dealt with. Not being better, not being worse off. That's the goal.
Doesn't matter whether it's easy or hard or happy or sad or good or bad. It doesn't make a difference. You just have to keep going no matter what.
Yes.
That's
right.
it. And it doesn't, like, that's all there is to it. I mean, like, and people do that every day. That's why you're alive, is because for millions of years your ancestors did the same thing.
Yeah.
And so just keep going. It doesn't matter. Eventually you'll die anyway, and then then you'll have time to give up. But until then, keep going. That's the way I see it. And yeah, someone else is in control. Yeah, for sure. And true evolution. No, I'm just being honest, right? And that's how I see it. And you know, I try to just take whatever it is and I deal with it. And yeah, it's that simple. And Daniela, yeah, I mean, like, and I try to do as much of that as I can. And yeah. Take care of my 83-year-old dad. Had a shoulder replacement first of the year. Yeah, it fucking sucks, man. I'm sure it does. Vitamin participation. We appreciate you being through all this.
Wait, you can replace a shoulder? Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah, no, I understand. I mean, like, obviously, I like streaming, as I said, and you know, it's fun for me to do. So it's not like I'm, you know, like I'm like, oh man, I have to stream today. It's like I wanted to stream today. Like my dad even was like yesterday. He's like, if you want to stream for a bit before we go, I'm like, nah, man, I'm kind of stressed. I'm like, I'm like, nah, I'm like, yeah, this is like, I'm kind of worried about like the whole thing about you have like the acute liver failure thing. So like, why don't we just go up to the emergency room now? How about that?
Yeah, how about that?
So yeah, that's what it was. That's so nice of him. Yeah, exactly. And he's too chill. No, he got it. Like he even like they even told him that. He's like, ah, fuck. Well, can I wait till Monday? She's like, no, you can't wait. Can you just go up there? And he's like, okay. And so that's what it was. And yeah, kind of hard to concentrate. Yeah, that's basically it. And I don't like also I don't like kind of leaving people off on a cliffhanger, right? You know, because I hate whenever people like they'll tell me like, oh, we have to talk or something like that. Like I hate the anxiety that creates, and so I almost never tell stories or, you know, give people that perspective because it just makes me uncomfortable, and so I don't want to make other people uncomfortable because that's the way it makes me feel.
I can totally see why. Yeah, I agree with Amir. Again, like so often, my idol when it comes to streaming.
And so yeah, no, that's so I mean hopefully things are going to be all right and everything. You know, I guess we're going to have to wait and find out, but that's where things stand, and that's where we're at. And so yeah, there it is.
Yeah, so that's what he was up to. Okay.